We're heading to Denver, and I see a bunch of oil wells. They're all on these farmlands.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right on I-25 south.
And then over there, brand new developments on old farmland. This is all very close to Denver, just outside, just north. We just want to see what it looks like. We probably won't even stop depending on the traffic. It's Sunday, so we thought it was a good day just to drive through. Since we're here, I'd like to just see what it looks like. Hopefully it's not too crowded. Cross your fingers. I hear it's horrible, at least during the week, the traffic. I think all cities are getting horrible from what I see as far as the roads and traffic and accidents. And I don't know how people do it. We're getting a little closer to Denver, and it appears to pick up in traffic. There's quite a few things on the ground. I think those are from car accidents. They're building like crazy all the way around the outskirts. Houses, duplexes, townhomes, businesses. I was gonna say the roads were bad, but these roads here are nice. The ones that we passed were not very good, but now these are pretty good, so they must have just did them. Like in Ohio, you have to deal with the snow, the salt that just destroys the roads, so it's hard to keep up on it.
Shit. Downtown.
I'm listening to an old CD from my heyday called Enigma. I'll put the link below if you're interested in listening to it. It's one of my favorites. It's like Gregorian chant but modernized. But I can't play it for you because it'd be copyrighted, so sorry, I can't let you listen to what I'm listening to at the moment. But we are heading into Denver. What I like about big cities is they have the international airports, and it's easy to fly if you're a traveler from one location to the next. The bad thing about big cities is, of course, driving around. That sign on the bridge said Thornton, so I'm wondering if we are not technically in Denver yet. The other thing I do like about big cities is that's where you're going to find jobs if you're looking for a job. But the bad thing is it might not pay you enough to afford to live in the city. So then you have to live outside the city and drive through the traffic to get in the city. It's a difficult choice what to do when you're trying to figure out how you want to live your life. Especially if you're a young person starting off. When you retire, it makes it a little bit easier. Or if you work from home or work online, it makes it easier as well. Can you see the city? Thankfully, traffic is not so bad today. That's what I figured, being Sunday. Most banks and office buildings and all those people who work downtown are not here today. They're out in the suburbs. And that's the other thing. The pros and cons of living in a city. If you live in the city, rent's going to be very expensive. But you could live there if you live in a very, very tiny place. Well, you can live depending on how much you make. But let's just say you're the average Joe making X amount of dollars. You can probably live in downtown if you live in a tiny, tiny place and not have a car. But if you want a bigger place, then you gotta fight with the traffic and have a car. So I'm not sure if one thing is better than the other. I think it's a personal preference. What would you prefer if you had to work in a city? Let's just pretend you had to work in a downtown. Would you live in a tiny apartment, a nice one, tiny, and something you could afford, and you could walk right downstairs to your job and then go back? Or would you prefer a big house outside the city, drive, deal with traffic, own a car? Two different lifestyles completely. And everywhere you go, you have a little of this. Lots of apartments over here. They look brand new. It looks like they're building even more. Everybody talks about the fine dining and the arts, convention centers down here. I played the violin for 13 years, so I do enjoy listening to classical music as well, but I never get a chance to go see a concert. Now that Willow's older, maybe she and I will go. That looks like a club. It says After Dark. You think it's a nightclub?
It's a strip club.
Oh, it's a strip club. Okay. Diamond Cabaret, I see. Each to their own. Actually, I like this downtown. The sidewalks, it seems pretty clean. People with bicycles. I wonder how they remove the snow in the winter, because again, these aren't big. You know, I did think that these roads would be bigger. I thought downtown was, I don't know what I was thinking. Reminds me of Cleveland a little bit, doesn't it, Willow? But bigger?
It's bigger.
Much bigger. And more, well, Cleveland has come back to life. So if you're from Cleveland and you haven't been there in a while, and you know how it died, the downtown, it's back. You should have seen, I saw it last summer, and it really was impressive how they had the restaurants and little grocery store and everything you need to live downtown. Right on Lake Erie too. And rents are not astronomical to live down there if you wanted to. If you're a single person and could live in a smaller place. I love both, I think, city life, if I could live downtown, and country life. I love it all. So I guess I can't go wrong, whatever. And someone's, oh look, Colorado State University. Downtown campus. So like someone said in the comment section maybe that yesterday, that I'll have to live in different places for a little while. That's kind of what I'd like to do. Boy, look at that high rise. I'd like to live in a high rise way up there on top. Then you can see the mountains that are west of here. Oh, look at this beautiful old church. Look at that church. If you live downtown, I suppose you learn to take the bus or Uber. In the summer, you can walk or bike. Early bird parking, $12. So that's the thing about driving in. Then you got to worry about parking. Don't want to do that. I wonder if they, well, you know what? I heard that there's a train.
There's the train right there.
Oh, we just ran over the train tracks. But, but I heard that they're really building up that the train system to get into town, and they made a whole video on YouTube, and it's something about the future city of Denver. Look it up. Look it up. There's more tracks right there. Look it up on YouTube. Something about the future city, future cities. There's a few of them around the world that they're trying to make kind of futuristic, where people can take the train, kind of like what I was talking about in another video, where you get on the train and it brings you in and takes you out in a easy, fast, comfortable manner. We're just gonna go to the end of this area here and head back and find something to eat. Oh, free metro ride. How nice is that? Now we're talking. This way anybody can get around, no matter if you can afford it or not. This is definitely where I was on Google Earth. Union Pacific Railroad. House and Brewery, something house.
Turn
House
right
and
at
Brewery.
the traffic light. Then take the first left.
So
There's
we're-
tables on top of the roof over there. And is that the stadium?
That's probably the baseball stadium.
Oh, different stadium. Okay, I was gonna say it looks different. I see people there, so
They're doing baseball right now.
Baseball
Can I turn
season.
right on red?
Traffic light. Then turn left.
security because of the game.
Turn left at the traffic light.
We're lucky that we got out of here before the game got out, because then we'd be in trouble. This King Super is a popular grocery store out here. I think it's owned by Kroger's. That's right. Kroger's owns it. There was a Kroger's in Ohio. I thought they went out of business, but I guess not. Looks like apartments above it. See, that's perfect. Live right above the grocery store, walk downstairs, get my groceries, walk around town. All set. Now leasing Riverfront Park, AMLI.com. It's not even done being built, and I bet most of the apartments are already rented out. Busy cities like this get filled up very quickly. It's like going to Florida in winter. You better reserve your spot ahead of time if you want a good spot, because it gets booked very
Take the
fast.
road on the right to I-25 north toward Fort Collins.
Fort Collins is north of Longmont, where we're staying. There's actually a university there, but they don't have the program that Willow is looking for.